Alright, yo, y'all check out my Michigan rappers King Sound and G Mac Cash. Just dropped a new hip hop singles. The Butchers is out on all digital platforms. Make sure you tune in and check them out. The Butchers by King Sound and G Mac Cash. Links in the description. Make sure you check it out. YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple, regular YouTube. So make sure you go support these brothers, man. And peace.
Man, I seen another video. They talked about, or an article in Piston Power where I spoke about the Jaren Jackson video junior video the other day, and I seen a video in that same article. I seen them talking about possibly picking up one of the trade candidates that in the middle of the season, if it don't go right for a team, is Michael Porter Jr. They spoke on Aaron Gordon too. I really won't get into that. I don't really see them moving Aaron Gordon because of what he can do defensively, unless they would add like another Jeremy Grant back, but he don't want to go back because he don't want to be the dirty work guy. He want to be a high scorer on a bad basketball team. But I digress. Let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And I might have spoke on Michael Porter before. And one thing, I did a video on Denver on my other channel. Check it out, Goodfella TV. Just put Russell Westbrook Nuggets in. And I spoke on like this. They win championship window is probably closed as a team. They lost Bruce Brown two off seasons ago. He had to go get the money. It was a perfect fit for him. They didn't want to pay him what he got on the market. He went other places, and then he not as good no more. Former Piston, by the way. They let KCP go to Orlando. Good fit for Orlando. They need a guy that can space it, shoot it, a bigger guard that can defend forwards and wings in general and guards. Former Piston, they lost him. So they lost two important pieces. Reggie Jackson, they lost him to Philadelphia after they brought in Westbrook. He can shoot, though. Westbrook cannot shoot. So they lost a lot of shooting, and now they banking on bringing Westbrook in. Well, Westbrook, no disrespect, I didn't mean that. Westbrook in, he can't shoot. And then they go in there and they count on Christian Braun and what's the other young brother they got over there, the defensive guy, I think his name started with a P or whatever. He really can't shoot that well. So they're really banking on development, and it's only so far Jokic and Jamal Murray going to be able to take you. You know what I'm saying? I know they wanted to get into Klay Thompson sweepstakes as well, too. They just don't possess enough experience and enough pieces around Jokic and Murray right now. I think their window is closed until they retool, and that's the bad thing about having a small franchise, because when you have a smaller franchise, as the Denver Nuggets are, they don't want to pay to keep players. They don't want to, spend a lot of cap space. And my thing is, how much money do they really be losing? I don't think they lose. I mean, you gotta understand, these basketball teams or these sports teams they got, especially NFL, Major League, but I can speak on NFL and NBA. They're not losing that much money, bro. They're not losing no money. It's all pros. This is usually a side hustle for them, a very lucrative side hustle. So when they talk about they don't want to spend the money or they don't want to go into the luxury tax, how much money is that going to really eat into the owner's pockets? Not that fucking much money. They don't really want to win. Let me tell you that right now. Most of them small markets, they really don't want to win. They just want to make a profit. So to me, it makes no point. But then going over to Michael Porter Jr., he may be a sacrificial lamb to trade him to get multiple pieces to fill around Murray and Jokic. Now, you say you got, Aaron Gordon, good defensive player, dirty work guy, rebound. You still got Michael Porter Jr., so you still got really four solid players right there. He can shoot it, but it's just not about those solid players. It's about a team. Who you bringing off the bench? Who gonna be the Jordan Energy off the bench? Who gonna be the defender, and who gonna defend the wings now? Who gonna do what KCP done? And if that's gonna be Bron or somebody else, then who gonna come off the bench? They just so thin. When I look at their roster, it's gonna be about developing, but they thin. They thin. So if you were to break down Michael Porter Jr., they paid him not too long ago. I felt like the Pistons should have drafted him. I think we traded that pick for the Blake Griffin, or the Clippers ended up with that pick. And we were to break him down into multiple pieces, that may help. But that's why when you in those small organizations, you have to draft well. It's imperative. Why did San Antonio survive so long? They drafted well. Whether it was Tony Parker, whether it was Manu Ginobili, whoever it was, Kawhi Leonard, they drafted well. Pistons, why they didn't have the longevity, they had to make one funky ass pick, and that would have been Carmelo Anthony. But maybe they did feel like they didn't want to pay Carmelo when it came to, man, I don't know. I don't even want to get into it. But it's her Chauncey speaking on it. But yeah, Michael Porter, as far as the Piston fit, give you a wing that can shoot it. Not really a great defender, a willing defender. He had the back injury. He was a totally different type of player coming out. Had some issues around his family that don't reflect him, but kind of do reflect him because they are his brothers. But hey, can shoot it. Shoot it with the best of them. Got good size. Really about 6'9", 6'10". So he get a little stronger. He can play some 4. He can play some 3. He give you a lot of space out there. He give you a lot of space out there for Cade Cunningham. Great shooter, can stretch it out from the 3, from the 4. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It would make sense, But if we really talking about the better fit, if you're talking about Brandon Ingram or him, the pros and cons. The pros is, Michael Porter contract is locked in. Despite the back injury coming out of college, he been more durable than Brandon Ingram off the top of the dome. So Ingram, he can put the ball on the floor a little bit better. He can score, more of a natural scorer, get to a spot. More of an all-star superstar. But on the pro side of things, for Michael Porter, he don't need the basketball to be effective. He can move it out the basketball space. A space shift. He can get to the rim when he need to get to the rim. So you got a guy that's ball dependent in Ingram, injury prone. You got a guy in Michael Porter who, had a back injury, been fairly healthy, not ball dependent. You know what I'm saying? Don't need the ball in his hands. Ingram do. Like I said before, in a vacuum, on paper, just seeing the pros and the cons, it seemed like Michael Porter would be a better player. Ingram could be a more willing defender if he was pushed to it, or better defender if he was pushed to it. But to be honest, Ingram is a scorer, but he can miss about 30 games a year. So in reality, Ingram will be the name. You're gonna pay him $200-something million, and he's gonna give you a guy that can be a star, who can just be a go-getter. But and be that running mate with Cade Cunningham. But an ideal fit would be MPJ. Michael Porter Jr., a guy that can space it, shoot it, championship caliber, more durable. What would you give up? Probably would have something to do with Jaden Ivey. They would probably want some shooting homeboy from the Jazz. They probably want somebody like a Short Thompson or a promising guy like that. So that's probably what it would take, and maybe a pick down the line. And I wouldn't mind doing it, but like I said, I don't have an issue with either one of them. You go get Brandon Ingram, I understand it. If you can get Michael Porter and help, Denver fill out their roster, I don't understand it. So I like Michael Porter, been a fan since he was coming out of high school. But like I said before, let me know what y'all girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link description, the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, all that stuff. Y'all know it. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Peace.